Hello everybody, welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. Last time we were down in the endless... No, not just Tudor. We're down in the endless dungeons, and then we realized we probably weren't good enough for it. It felt like I were very weak compared to everything else there, especially those vampires. And therefore we left it. Being greeted by assassin when we come up there. Those were really easy, those I think they should have been met a lot earlier. You should have left the dungeon and then gone up to meet them. So, there. And therefore now, instead of doing the main quest, trying to make our way to the Drywood village. Hopefully this will be a little bit easier place, cause otherwise I'm not sure. Oh, there's a battle. A lioness! Ooh, what a cougar. I can handle cougars pretty good. Holy shit, there are many of them. Yeah. Not really the animal life we have met so far. Before, and again, Palutena, why are you here? A part of me wondering why I stay... Wait. A lot? Why? God damn it! Why do I even have that weapon on you? You always change to that every time you get mind control, and then everything just go to shit with it. And great, even more here now. Fireball. Here. Hopefully that should hit everyone before those also there. Don't go somewhere stupid, thank you. Maybe we have any good buff here we can use. I'm thinking more always actually you need to go close to that, thank you. And I guess Palutena was actually hit by it. How about Holy Radiance then instead? And you are just going to take care of that one so we get rid of one at least. What do we want? Yeah. And she's still taking a lot of damage. Great, great, wonderful. How about a long pulsing one, and then she should heal over time at least. And how about you, Alyssa? You heal her a little bit. Did she fall anyway? She fall. She fell, my lady. Can we... Yeah, can you go deal with that one, so... I don't have to go there. And... Wolfie, Fox, fight that one. Oh, the Elder Lion, yeah. Big God. The Elder Lion, all of his court here. Great, wonderful. There are some in the front. I wonder why I just have gotten more summoning spells here, even though I know they don't work like that. I can only have one at a time. But still. Just, yeah. I don't know why. It felt good some way. Along the line, I wanted to be from the beginning, like I wanted to have a whole court of my summonings with him when I realized he could have... He can have more summoning spells, because I thought, yeah, he'll have many there he can summon, but no. Could only summon one at a time after all. Was a real bummer when I realized that, yeah. Oh, there we go, they're all dead. And Palutena went down. Otherwise, it didn't seem that hard. I mean, we could have checked her a little bit better, but we didn't. There. You had anything special? Oh, gold! Golden dwarf. Winged helmet. The winged helmet wouldn't help much, I would think. So, let's see, are there anything else around here? Should we just follow the road? Follow the road and the rules. Oh, should we go explore a little bit to the side? I mean, maybe there are some flowers we can use for shouting. Oh, we're actually already at the place here to go on. Well, let's move on though, to the Drywood village, and we're almost there at Twin Elms. Where we can find there also. Guess that's one of the biggest city like the other one. What was that called? Defiance Bay? Right. Defiance Bay was the city, even though the bay would say it's only a bay, right? All recipe of the enchantment menu use a type of yam, one type of plant, and one type of
fermented caribou milk would hit the spot right now.
You're always fatigued, it feel like. I need to give you some more athletic. How much athletic does she actually have? 0 athletics. No wonder. Doesn't even Ellot have more than that? He has 3. You have 2. 4. Yeah, everyone has more athletic than her. No wonder. You're just tired all the time. And you're supposed to be a hunter that's guided for years and years and years. And what's this so? A little bit of the city, I guess. And people here. How long do we gotta stand out here? I have no idea. Can I see what you called woman? Don't we here keep our eyes peeled? Okay. What am I actually looking for in the Drywood village? Find someone in town who knew about the ruins. Oh, the ruins. Finally read it's Sleepy Hill backwater, but there got to be someone here who's familiar with the ruins. Oh, is this it? What's that? It almost looks like a church-like thing, maybe. It could also be some other kind of big buildings, I'm not sure. Snowblower, yeah. And this gods and priests, yay. Harboring a Bedma. And Selby! Hi Selby, how are you? Talk to Bobma, no one trusts me with anything more than lightning candles. Okay.
Out with you!
Oh.
I already told you what... I'm sorry.
Oh?
I thought you were one of those ruffians.
What ruffians? Look like someone's beating us, eh?
How may I help you?
What happened to you?
I never saw their faces. Strange, hooded men asking about those ruins. Cleoban Relag. Most of the brigands who come through here asking about the ruins are looking for a few ancient trinkets. But these people knew the name, and they were in a hurry.
Oh, they wanted to come before me, to
They
stop me.
wanted to know where Cleoban Relag was. I tried to keep it from them, but I couldn't hold out forever. I don't know what they were up to, but it can't be good.
Oh, it can't, I guess. Alotta looks at you frowning. Oh, what is? Oh, that does sound like the Latin key, doesn't it, yeah? Is there something else I can help you with? Can you tell me where to find the ruins?
The Glanfathan tribe that guards the ruins will kill anyone who trespasses there. And they'll retaliate against us, too, if history is any indication. We've had too many fortune seekers stir up trouble of late. If I'm to tell you, I'll need to know your reason for wanting to go.
A dangerous plot is unfolding there, I got to stop it, like... I'm here on the business of the trust me, you'll tell me... let's be honest then.
If
No, it
that's
seems
the
a little...
case, then we may already have trouble headed our way. I'll have to take you at your word. You'll find Cleoban Relag here. Whatever trouble you find there, please end it quietly and try to stay out of the ruins.
Find them here. Did he put it on my map then, so I actually have it on my map? Because otherwise, yeah, you find the ruins here. No one else telling. Or do you mean this is the ruin I'm supposed to search the church? It's a temple of Berat. Can you tell me more about the... Tell me... No, I don't want to know anymore. So should we search the rest of the town? I mean, there should be a rest of town, right? On the other side of the river? On the other side of the bridge? At least I would think so, and maybe we can see the ruins on the world map something. Oh, see, we have all of the map for the village already, and there's the ruins. So I guess that's the road over there we should go over. Let's see, Drywood Mill, Drakogan Inn, Tyrgirl's Currency, Hydena's Apothecary, Grieving Mother, okay, and Wilfrid's Arm and Armory. Should we go talk to the Grieving Mother and then also check the inn just in case? What might be here? I feel like if they're on the map like an actual person, then probably important. Probably should check it out. Oh, and Durrance have a level up. Why didn't you tell me, Durrance? How long have you been needing that to level up? Yeah, you focus more on the mechanics there. Oh, and... Oh, I got new spells, I guess. Is this level 4 spells then? Prayer against Major Endurance, against Bewilderment, Searing Seal, on the floor that bursts into flame when I'm burning them, Shining Beacon, conjure intensely image, Beacon of Light, causing enemy in the area of affected penalty to all defense and accuracy. Nectar burn damage over time. Triumph of the Crusader. Hurts allies with fury rightness in battle with any ally in the area effectively with a killing blow, he or she regains endurance, not health though. Voting. Yeah, might be something good. Is it actually there you have now level 4? Yeah, you do. 4 to level 4 spell. Great. What level are we all then? Actually, we have that. Isn't it like twice the spell level or half the spell level you have? So would we be level 8 or something now? Level 7 up. 6. Wait. Durance? Why are you level 7 and everyone else are level 6? 20. Have he been left alone like the last one standing? I guess he has that more than anyone else. Being the healer and all that, I guess he has.
Eh?
Couldn't see why exactly. Are you the grieving mother? The woman looks briefly through you as if she doesn't know you there. Oh, are you actually You're actually one of the characters. This middle-aged peasant woman is dressed in a brown leather cloth draped down to her knees. Her hands are working at separating stringy colorless vegetable in a pile before her, stripping the head of the long fibrous stem with a paring knife. She discards the stem one by one, placing the heads of the vegetable into a small cradle-like basket in front of her. She doesn't greet you as you approach. You're not sure she even knows you're here. There. Excuse me? The woman doesn't respond. She keeps stripping the heads from the vegetable with a steady rhythm. She may be deaf. There's no indication she heard you. Study the woman. At first glance, she seems nothing more than a middle-aged woman, unremarkably, maybe less stern than most, who seem more focused on the weaving in her lap than her surroundings. Yet you suddenly notice she's not stripping the vegetable before her any longer, she's weaving, and the vegetable pots are now missing. Wait, what? She still pays you no mind, her brown locks torn and snagged from lack of washing, like in many of the town folks you've seen. This is a strange blur to her. Even the motion of her hand seems to be playing with threads that lack color, in a shape that lacks interest. It may be that she's half-minded, or deaf, but something feels wrong, as you watch her knitting takes on an odd cadence, and you have a terrible suspicion that something lurks beneath what your eyes are showing you. You mean the way it actually seemed to be changing what she's doing and the other thing just disappear? Yeah, what's that? This focus on the woman even more. Her brown hair is long, almost impossible to the length of her hands. As you follow the streams of lock downward, her hair becoming long and black, splitting off into threads of black and silver, and wrapping around her hands. Okay. She's forming a soul cradle with the threads, braiding a net in front of you, each finger long and sharp like a series of knitting needles, almost hypnotic. The silver and black strands of her hair weave together, with silver predominating as a highlight, the black shadowing it. And suddenly you're calm. You're on a plateau almost the height of a tower, several stories high. The plateau is like a table lying beneath a clear sky, and beneath the plateau, surrounding it in all directions, a forest hazy with mist, although whether it's actual mist or distance or a recollection. Resting in the curve of a natural arc above you is a great copper bell, half again the size of a man, hanging at attention, as if looking down on you and the event unfolding before you. The plateau has soaked in the sun, and the rock beneath you is rough and warm. The sky forms a cradle around you. You feel different, not disembodied, but you feel your body, your physical contour have changed along with the surrounding. And you hear a soft syrup of chimes, like wind chimes. At the sound, the scenes gain color and texture, as if the sound is becoming you, gently forth, filling your senses and thoughts like mist rolling softly into a sealed chamber. And focus on the chimes, I guess. The chimes coax you deeper into the memory, and you're certain it is a memory, a warm one. You're on the stone of the plateau. Your knees are warm texture of the ground, silver, white, shimmering like Adra. The plateau formed of it, glistering in the sun. You can feel the heat on your skin, your wrists and your hands. Your hands are in motion, weaving, not thread, but gathering tenderly, moving along the first movement of Barrett's wheel. Your hands are wet, your hands are upon the flesh of a newborn child, and you can feel the crowning of a tiny head, Turning in your grip, it sets a liquid from the womb. The hands you are wearing, inhabiting, have done this many times and they are practiced and confident. You can feel distant pain in your own head as the head emerges, a stream of fluid from the womb, helping the newborn slide forth, and a woman, labor braiding, crying out. Focus on the child, the movement of your hand. As your hands move, you hear the sound of shims, clear, cutting it through the haze of memory. You cannot see where they are coming from, but they are close, and they are meant as a comfort. Of that you are certain. Draw the child forth. We are going through a birth here. And coaxed by your hands, every moment causing the shims to sound again. Almost eagerly, the child comes forth, and it is done. Your hands are in motion, waving, moving along the length of a soft, wet rope. No, an umbilical cord, from the legs of the naked woman before you. You're holding a small child, still wet from the womb before you. The child cries out, its cry full of life, full of soul, the ringing of shines, echoing as its thoughts, filling it with its welcome. The soul is blurred at the edges, as if you are waving, viewing a soul from within a soul. But it is there, it is alive. The woman before you is weeping. At her first cry, her hands reach out for it. Surrender the child. You surrender the child to her, something you have done many times before, and as your hands move, the shims echo in the moment, and you realize the shims are hanging from the cords on your wrists, and where once they echoed in the memory, they are now echoing in the child's mind as well. The shims are intended to welcome the child, to be its first gentle greeting into the world, a soothing sound, guiding by the tender motion of your wrist. You are helping to weave its thoughts, its perception, and experience the experience. The woman laughs with a raggedy eye, laughing from a parched throat. Her motion seems suited, but the physical demands of labor have left her exhausted. But the child is here. The child is safe, and all atop the plateau is peaceful, calm. Distance, flattening out of the memory persists. Slowly pull back, retreat from the memory, shutting. With effort, the scene bleeds of color, and your mind becomes your own again. There is no pull, no anchor, yet the sound of the shims remain, as they exist in the memory. They sound here as well, and they are hanging from woven braids on the wrist of the woman before you. Even as your head is spinning from the touch of the mind, the sound of the shims on her wrist are sharp and clear, as if coaxing you back to the real world. The woman still sits before you, but she is nothing like what you first saw. She is wearing black shredded garments that drape over her form like streamers. Streamers? Her hair is stream of black and run through with silver. Her age is almost impossible to tell. She simply feels old, like a crumbled watchtower. As she lifts her head to face you, you see that her hair is draped across the front of her face, like a veil. What you first saw of her was a mental glamour of some sort, unconscious, and you realize what you see is not what the world sees, and you are perhaps the first to see her true self. Still, you don't sense a threat in the realization. If anything, you feel a sense of relief from the figure. You can hear her thoughts, and she is glad to at last be seen. What was that? Get away. Whatever. What was that? It was a Who are you? That seems nice, right?
I am seen, but the eyes of others do not remember. You were the first to see me as I am, the call stripped aside.
Okay. Anything? No? There's a light touch on her mind, a caress on, and her left hand mirrors the motion of the touch, reaching up to the air between you. You hear the shim on her wrist sound. Softly, her hands moves as if phantoming, resting on your cheek at a distance, and she speaks softly and slowly.
Your memories. A cadence of wheels on a caravan track. Fever. Questions by running water. Violence in a night's campfire. Arrows in the dark. And fleeing. Falling rock and cracking stone. And a storm. The storm.
And you cannot say anything more, because that's not certain. I did it that way, because nobody can see you.
The storm that brushed you, did its screaming wake you from your mind's crater? Your memory of it is painful. Its cry is difficult to ignore. It's like a child. Many children crying out.
Yeah. So I guess you're a soul flayer, if we should go for class, and I assume because she has a portrait, she's possibly one of my companions, so there. I did encounter a bivouac, yes, and it did something. We are attacked in the woods, or not, because of what you read in my mind without my leave. Between us, and platoon. Yeah, you encountered a bivouac. Her hands withdraw shyly, the shim sounding softly once again. The woman stands uncertain if she has been sitting for some time, or is too weak to bear her own weight. You notice her cheekbones are tight, her face gaunt, yet while her stance is weak, she seems determined to stand before you.
You are able to see me.
It is almost a question. You suddenly realize she doesn't seem to know what you saw when you looked at her. The image of the plateau, yet the image was so clear, so sharp, you were surprised she didn't feel you there.
To see me is a rare gift, a watcher's gift.
Oh, is it a shipper, you see? She is. I have never been able to do that with a living person, except with you. I was able to enter your dream, also. Yeah, I've never been able, haven't I? Didn't I do it with a I'm not sure. Yeah, let's say I've never been able to do that with a living person.
So many questions, thoughts, whirling like storm winds. That storm still roars through you, deep beneath your thoughts, yet muted and secret, like an underground river. I cannot tell if it is carving new channels, or eroding what keeps your true strength buried.
Oh.
The fact that you could hear it at all, survive it, is something few have ever done. Your power will grow stronger with each soul you touch, as it allowed you to reach out to mine.
Okay. There's a silence, and although it seems to last for but a heartbeat, in your thoughts it stretches out between the two of you, like a pull between your minds. You blink, take a breath, and then you realize she wants to ask you a question, yet can't form the word, as if assembling them is painful, or they are simply not enough pieces. Oh, assemble the thoughts, yeah? Do you wish to travel with me? You feel the wave of fear, gusted with a strange of relief, all too only. Her expression does not change. Then fear dissipates, and you feel strength and certainly, as if the plateau from the memory lies beneath you, and a calm sky looks down upon you. Oh! I can hear and I now have a roster. Once a character has been dismissed from the party, they will return to either the Black Hound Inn in Gilded Vale or to your stronghold if you've acquired it. Okay. Wait, so you can actually have enough characters without getting to the stronghold. How would that work? I guess maybe we could have gone here, around there. But still, I feel quite a bit of... Level 7 Cipher. So she's level 7 also because we have a level 7 character. I try to remember what the ciphers actually were. I guess we already have a paladin though, so maybe I should... But it's pretty happy to actually have a... Kana. Or Sagani. If I know exactly there. Oh, what she did. Let's change... Yeah, Sagani, you're not too much help at the moment, I feel like. Never are. So bye, little dwarf woman. Okay. 32, what does that mean? Focus.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
And you have quite a bit of spells, but I don't see any, like, limit. Just the limit. Yeah, the limit shows that. So, do you have infinite spells, or... Oh, you have depending on your focus. I guess that's it. So you actually have a mana bar, unlike the other ones that just have a specific amount for each day. Okay.
Yes.
I'm still gonna try to figure out here between episodes now. But hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and if so, then please leave a like, it helps and it warms my heart like Alyssa's sword there. And if you don't want to miss the next video, then subscribe, you'll never miss another video unless me or YouTube makes a fuck up somewhere. And otherwise, until next time, goodbye!